My presentation is about why people should train service dogs. First of all, what is a service dog? So, according to the Americans with Disabilities Act, a service dog is a dog that is individually trained to do work and perform tasks for people with disabilities, and that includes veterans and people who have handicaps and various others. So, under the law, state and local governments, and any other private or public business has to have some form of accessibility with people with disabilities, and they have to have a service, and that does include service dogs because it's classified as an assistive device, but they have to be obviously under control of the hand, and that's where weekend puppy or service dog trainers like me and my family do come in. So, first of all, me and my family trained a lot of service dogs for a few years now, and we work with America's Vet Dogs, who are a major vet dog organization training, and this is Brody. The puppies are 10 weeks old when they come, so they're trained from a really young age, and he's pretty cute as well. So the training program itself is the dogs are bred at the main facility in New York. Then they are sent to various prisons around the East Coast. They're paired with an inmate handler, and then they go to a weekend puppy raiser for during the weekend. That's where they get their social training and a lot of interact with the world. If it works out about a year, it goes well. Puppy goes back to the main facility where more training ensues, and if it works out, then they get paired with the veteran. And this is Chestnut, another one of our dogs. Again, pretty young, pretty cute. So let's talk about benefits. So the first group of benefits is prison guards and the inmate handlers themselves. And inmate handlers themselves are model inmates who volunteer themselves to train the dogs. So you're not chosen. It's an opportunity they give to the prisoners. But studies have shown that inmate handlers have increased happiness and a lot more prior to rule following, because it's if you follow the rules, you can train a little cute dog for a year. So since the dogs that they take go where the inmates are, they food, the cafeteria, food, the outside, everywhere else. So dogs are always with them. They're nice to have around. It's nice for the other inmates to see a cute dog. They have a little fun with them. It's also good for the prison guards themselves. It's a stressful job, so it's nice to see every once in a while a cute little dog run around. And according to more research by Bridgewater State University, pairing dogs with inmates show increased compassion, increase not only for the prison staff but for themselves as well, and decrease in depression levels because it's a cute, they're training a cute dog. Everyone loves cute dogs. Obviously, it benefits disabled veterans as well. So, they help with the disability with the veterans, so they have accessible, items, or if they need to if the veteran's in a wheelchair, they push the wheelchair button on the door, or they just have help with PTSD or just emotional issues. So, depending on disability, that we train the dogs on various occasions, and this is, you can't really see it, but Ranger here is trying to do a training Ranger there on a commuter rail in case the veteran needs to go on a train. And here's a little picture from the American Vet Dog site about a veteran having a dog comforting a veteran, and and also with the service dogs and the 2 weeks of training before are completely free, and also with various trainings, some just added training themselves are also completely free. If a veteran is alone, or if they can't really get a whole job, or not really have a lot of friends, especially during now, a service dog can really help them deal with alone and a lot more loneliness, and it can really just help them. And whereas this article from Needs, another service dog organization, shows, and it benefits the community as well. You train a service dog to help someone with a disability get into society, make society more accessible, and make their lives pretty good. And there's a little ceremony for the veterans, and that's it's Midtown New York. I never gone with them. Parents have gone and see they like seeing the veterans feel pretty happy that they have a little dog themselves they can have they can feel great about themselves. And yeah, you change their life. You help them better in society. So, in conclusion, it helps prison guards and inmate handlers. It helps the veterans in need, and it helps the community, and it helps themselves because you got, if it doesn't work out, if the dog has a medical issue, or like the dog is just not fit, and that's perfectly fine. Some dogs are just not fit. They can adopt. The puppy raiser can adopt a dog, and you have a well-trained pet for the rest of your well-trained pet if you want. And here's Brody is older, trying to more trolley practice. So that's it. Also, here's Chestnut, old Chestnut. He's on their books in Costco.